Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a flick through of my 2021 and 2022 bullet journal. Apologies for any funny sounding voice, I've got quite a blocked nose at the moment, so yeah, there's going to be a few sniffles I think as we go along. So getting into 2021, this spread, or these spreads were inspired by plant-based brides set up for that year. I wanted to add these sort of highlights from each month, so yeah, just little photo printouts. The one I had was like the HP printer one, so it's got these quite big square ones, so I could only fit like 2 on each page. So, and then just sort of continuing the like little plant doodles and things, and yeah, just found some like cute drawings of little foxes and deers that I sort of thought tied in with the theme, so we got those in there as well. So this next spread is like a watercolour of like the inside of a greenhouse, and the idea was to have like the jobs throughout the year for the garden and kind of have it as a reference. And yeah, I just didn't get around to finishing it or looking at it or using it. There we are. And then just other bits and pieces, things that I was working on at the time. For January, I decided to do a Harry Potter theme. I'm quite proud of my Hogwarts drawing there. I failed at drawing this though, I totally stole that off Pinterest, so if you did this, thank you, and I'm sorry for stealing your work. Cute little potions. And just our like weekly spreads and things. Again, sort of plant-based bride inspired. She's got this rolling weekly with like the tasks and stuff that I find works quite well for me as well, but I don't need as much, well yeah, normally I don't need as much space on like each individual day, especially when I've got kind of a list of recurrent type things over this side. So I just squeeze the rest in there. Alfred was still a baby at the time, so we're doing various tracking and things for that. And then February, again YouTube inspired. I think this one was by Imprint, so I just kind of recreated that. Tried to carry on the baby tracking, didn't do it for the whole month. I'm really bad at filling out habit trackers. They sort of disappear later on because I'm really bad at filling them out. I liked how these ones turned out, like the watercolours. And then just didn't get into much, so it was very simple. I had some random pink stickers that I wanted to use up, so we went for like a pink sort of theme. Around that time I discovered this organised mum method, and that's what I was trying to be. I was an organised mum and keep on top of housework, because I am just not a naturally clean person, and I am still trying to get in better routines of actually doing some cleaning as I go along. There's kind of a summary of sort of you do a little bit on each day, and then sort of focus in on a Friday on different rooms and areas, and in theory your house gets cleaner as you go, and it did sort of work. Yeah, you'll see it sort of pop up throughout the rest of this journal. April was Amanda Ranchley, is it? One of her plant themed ones I liked the look of, so recreated here. And then just couldn't be bothered with the weekly spreads, so we got a nice washi tape to cover that for me. Still that kind of rolling weekly, but using the, again, faux sort of Dutch door that plant-based bride uses, so that you can see those. Alfred was sort of weaning around the time, but yeah, he wasn't that interested in it to begin with, so I sort of tried to create a weaning spread and didn't. This is just a random page of like looking at nurseries and testing out bits and pieces, so it's not interesting. Our packing list for going on holiday, because we were going on holiday right at the start of the next month. Yeah, I just find it easier if I've got a list, especially as this was like the first time we went away with Alfred. He needs a lot of stuff, so I needed a list to keep my brain in order. For that holiday we went on like a narrowboat or canal, barge, whatever you sort of call it. So decided to do a theme sort of around that. So these are sort of pictures and yeah, sort of paintwork that was quite common on all the like narrow boats and things, and that's kind of how all the bridges show up on the canals. Just some holiday pictures, because obviously we were away, didn't really need any planning space. I had sort of intended to do like drawings as we were away to sort of fill out the weekly spreads, but we were ridiculously busy. Like by the time one of us was driving and someone was doing the locks and someone was looking after Alfred and the dog, there wasn't actually that much sort of downtime. So yeah, they ended up just being like pencil drawings. I think I was going for like this sort of fake tab idea as well. And around that time, again, another like YouTube discovery was this sort of rating scale thing. I think I was feeling a bit sort of stuck and unmotivated from just being at home and having a small child and not sort of being at work or anything, so I just got into using that and found it quite helpful. This was one of the things that I was planning on like sketching and painting at the time, and it never happened, so I just stuck a picture in. This is June. I did actually cut tabs for those, they're not actually that relevant. I don't know why, I decided to put the calendar in the middle and put the week kind of underneath it. I think it was so I could like sort of see all the like week's rating scales and all the like cleaning bits and bobs around the edge. I don't think I'd do that again though, because you can't really see the calendar. Then there's like a load of spreads that I never quite got round to finishing. So July I was trying to do this like double exposure thing, and then just do some like vintage cameras and things next to it, but I never finished this one. Just the weeklies again, habit trackers that I sort of filled out. Guess I never did any exercise in July. Yeah, one of the other ones that I did actually do, I quite liked the idea of this, of just having like somewhere to mark down all the like self-care things that I did throughout the month. I won't use that again. This is just a random squiggle page that didn't turn into anything. This is probably one of my favourite spreads, even though it's really simple, and I think that's mostly because I just really like the washi tape. And I think I tried laying the like cleaning out slightly differently. Big master to-do list. I don't think I've actually got any like weeklies and things. August was about the time that I was starting back at work. After having Alfred, definitely by September I was back at work in my new normal. So yeah, again, as the spreads get a lot more sort of simple and more condensed. It's just really kind of trying to keep on top of cleaning and encourage myself into other bits and pieces, which I've really quite got around to. October is definitely one that I meant to go and do a bit, like I wanted to be more artistic on it. We'll ignore this deer drawing. Yeah, I didn't finish this until much later, and that was just coming back in and tracing over the pencil bits that I'd drawn. I'd meant to like paint these things. It didn't happen, so yeah, again, I sort of ditched the like weeklies by this point. I was just kind of writing random days down as I needed it, because yeah, I just wasn't using it as much whilst back at work. Again, November and December, very much running theme of did not finish. Intended to, didn't happen. But that's the joy of a bullet journal, I guess, is that it doesn't matter. You can use it as much or as little as you need. And just like end of year review, and then on to 2022. So really enjoyed the like having the like little memory picture from each month, but kind of wanted to condense it a little bit. And I've got a different like printer thing. I got one of the like Instax ones, so I just stick in these pages and create like a fold out tab. I try and write the months on the bottom of each one, but the pen wasn't drying, so I sort of wiped that off so it didn't go on the rest of the bits and pieces. But yeah, I like that. So keeping that in future ones, the sort of year thing. I don't tend to like come back to this. It's literally just writing in people's birthdays, and then just tend to use my phone calendar more to remind me of those sorts of things. These were ones that I was sort of planning on making look a bit prettier in the long run. Didn't happen. January, I got sort of really into Lord of the Rings again, so I wanted to do a Lord of the Rings theme. I have kind of redone this one in the kind of 2023 setup because I liked it, but I kind of wanted to do a bit more and kind of try and do the artwork myself, because yeah, these are just taken off like Pinterest and things and stuck in. Yeah, but again, simple setup. Don't think I've got a plan for February, so it literally just got stuck in. Slightly bigger calendar. I think I was trying, just seeing if I could get away with planning a bit more on that. Again, I tend to use my phone a bit more for actual day-to-day usage. Trying the like organised mum method bits there, another like packing list and things, but yeah, still not really kind of using it as much. March, I definitely kind of inspired myself from my August theme in that I like the washi tape. So yeah, just use that again. And again, it's all kind of simple, kind of meal prep, cleaning, overall to-do list, nothing much else. April, I'm sure, was inspired by another plant-based bride, Ukraine kind of one. But again, it's quite simple. I was trying to kind of get back into using the journal a little bit more. Wanted to try like time blocking and things, and I think at this point I'd sort of realised that the organised mum method just wasn't working as well for me. Like being back at work, so I work part-time, but it kind of means that I'm out most of Monday, Tuesdays and Fridays, so those days the tasks just never happen. So I was trying to like just prioritise the top 3, just get those things done. So that's what we had there. May, I'm sure that was inspired by someone as well, but I can't remember who it was. Apologies. Yeah, again, sort of trying out different like weekly spreads, just to, again, sort of keeping the top 3 things and then just having a space just to scribble down whatever I needed really. Didn't get used very much towards the end of the month. June was just kind of random. I think it was a kind of variation on the previous theme, just with like the highlightery type pens that I had. Just keep it simple, get it done. Went back to kind of old things. Alfred definitely got hold of my thing and has added his own beautiful artwork to it. Yeah, in July it was just nice and simple. I wasn't really using it much, we just kind of had the day log. We finally got round to going on our Paris trip, so stuck in a few pictures. From that, they haven't printed very well. I don't know what's going on with my printer, it's not printing coloured pictures very nicely. But oh well. And August again, really simple, and by this point I was kind of, knew I was coming to the end of this journal, but didn't want to start like randomly on a new one, so everything gets very condensed. Like there's no artwork for September, October, November, December. It's literally just a page of writing daily jobs and shopping lists and everything. So I had enough pages left just to put in like some reading stats and fitness stats. Yeah, I sort of liked the ideas from people's reading journals, sort of tracking these things, but I don't do enough to warrant doing anything more than just a summary page. So yeah, I'm gonna sort of give myself a bit more space for next year, I think, so I can like compare this one and next year's one and hopefully see an improvement. Clearly I didn't go to the gym very much. This was like my rowing, like 20-minute row distance, which was fairly consistent, and then like 1 rep max estimates for just the ones that I'd done the most throughout the year. And I got worse on the assisted pull-ups, so yeah. Tennis is my main thing, I don't go to the gym that much. And then it was just another end of year summary, and that is my journal from the past 2 years. So I hope you enjoyed that flick through. I hope it's helped either give you some ideas of sort of spreads that you can do, or made you feel a bit better about your unfinished or not perfect spreads. I know I like watching these and actually seeing how they look when they're filled out and everything. So yeah, if you did like it, please do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you want to see some more of these. I am hoping to pop a few more sort of plan with me's and flick throughs up on my channel, as well as kind of other motherhood related things. So if that interests you, please do subscribe and join me. But for now, I'm going to leave it here and hopefully catch up with you guys in the next one, and have a lovely day wherever you are.